guys hear that all right? Alright, my favorite filter's gotta be band rejects, especially for squares. So let's go ahead and get a performer on that. We'll go 1/4. Alright, first pro tip. I like to take the LFO, or performer, you put it on the level. Turn everything down. That's the wrong level. Turn it up there. Makes it really quick. Then the fourth envelope is just following the LFO as well. Should I go something heavier or something rhythm? That's the real question. Heavy it is. Always use dimension expander. Create some depth in the sound. For my heavier synths, I almost always use a sine shaper. I like going 3 voices. Hand position about right there. Double notch is one of my favorite for my heavier synths as well. Messing with any parameter in a synthesizer or mixer. I forgot where, I learned this from some tutorial, it might have been Virtual Ride or something, but I like to start it some crazy, and then you just keep going down until you get the sound you like. Same thing I do with EQing as well. Hey, what up, Trips? Where'd my mouse go? Okay. I just barely got another monitor set up, and I think that's what's screwing up my mouse. I have no idea how to fix it. One other thing I like to do with the pitch cutoff, just turn it down a bit. And you have values that you didn't have before. And so it's nowhere near as prominent as well. I rarely use pitch cutoff, but you can get some cool sounds from it. Let me know if that's too loud. Hey, what up, Purple Haze? Alright, let's get this into a mixer track where the fun happens. My resolution's all screwed up for some reason, so all of my VSTs are huge. I have no idea how to fix it, but it's not too much of a problem. So I always cut at 175 on basically everything other than a sub, of course, or a kick. And then I cut up here. Just get rid of the highs because kind of irrelevant in a synth. Let's get some compression on this. Let's get a flanger on there as well. Why not, right? let's also get some delay. It wasn't on purpose. Something's wrong with my FL Studio resolution, and so all of my external VSTs are ginormous. But I honestly don't mind it. Alright. This needs some distortion. I've got a couple of options here. If you use FL, this becomes, if you go like this, learned this from Seamless by the way, this becomes a wave shaper distortion. Alright, last thing. Some reverb. This is my favorite reverb I've come across. I like to cut the lows. Again, let me know if that's too loud, because it's pretty loud. Cool, that's something to work with. Usually with all of my tracks when I make a new synth, I just copy massive and then slightly tinker with things to change it up. Who is young Chilinakis? Is that Austin? What up? There's a dog in my room. Alright. I usually write my melodies based off of basically how the synth sounds in each note. Because as you can see, I'm not going to write the song with high notes. Well, those aren't bad actually. I can play Song of Healing from Zelda, Majora's Mask. I can't play the Mario theme. I used to be able to play Lost Woods, but I don't think I could do it anymore. I also have a broken hand, so I'm moving a bit slow, in case you can't tell. My mouse keeps disappearing too, which is great. I'm also planning on doing a serum one right after this. So if you don't use Massive, I usually use serum for all my synths, but Massive's great as well, in my opinion. So let's get some movement on this, because it's kind of bland. I am horrible with citrus. I've tried to learn it. I could probably learn it if I actually sat down and tried, but I need to get on that FM synthesis. Hey, thank you. Yeah, you can't really make FM synthesis from serum, but you can definitely use FM automation. Yeah, but that's just that's not actual FM synthesis, technically speaking. if you want to get technical about it. True, I use it for almost all of my synths, man. I'm talking about Serum. Don't know much about FM Stacker. Wait, the FM Stacker. In Serum? I will. Okay, I'm gonna get some drums. No shame. But these drums are sick. Oh, that's cool. There we go. I always start simple and then build off of it. Making something a little heavier right now. Just some heavy dubber. I'll probably be editing these synths. Alright, everyone's favorite, some sub bass. So I usually go sine square, 2 octaves down, just barely a little bit of square, just to add some natural distortion. Because we gotta make it bumpin', of course. Why are you breaking your chair, man? Screen filter. And a broader tube. But very, very slight on the tube distortion. Get that into a mixer track. I suck at naming my stuff, but always try and name it. I appreciate that, Austin, seriously. Means a lot. Cut it at 175. That's what I do. I know a lot of people do it otherwise. I know like Walter Wild cuts it at, I believe, 50 hertz. Because he likes using that higher sub bass, but I cut it at 30. So I like it deep. Please don't use that provocatively. Alright, so typically with sub bass I like to go half of the volume of the synth is typically that was a Control C and then Control V, yeah. Super simple. And then one that I highly recommend using, Control B, is duplicate. And that one is a lifesaver, especially when you have a ton of channels. Can't see my mouse. Alright, let's mix this up a tad. This is always fun to mess with. Throw an LFO right here. melody kind of sucks right now, but I will work on it. You have no proof. I'm gonna change that snare. Hey, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, these synths need some help, actually. Come on, where you at, mouse? Control X is to cut. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. It's getting there. It sounded a lot better than it did. Gonna switch the sub bass. Performer. There we go. Still gonna work on that synth a bit. Hey, getting somewhere. What up, Methics? If that's how you pronounce it. Looks about right. Uh-oh. Yep. Always turn off the limiter. Do not produce with the limiter on. I downloaded OTT, but I haven't used it yet. I haven't installed it in FL Studio yet. But I need to because everyone talks so highly of it. Yeah, I haven't even touched the drums though. But I've heard it's great for drums. Need to hop on that. Alright, what you guys thinking? Should I just keep working, or what do you guys want to see? Again, Control B saves lives. It's not bad. I mean, it's a start for sure. Let's get some effects in there. That's something that's lacking. I still don't know how dude, I'm so bad at Counter-Strike. I don't know how I feel about Somatics yet, but they've got some pretty good samples, especially effects. Workable. do have Effectrix. Mainly use that for tonal delay. Oh, interesting. Haven't tried that yet. Nope. Too much going on. Hey, see you, Austin. Good having you. I always fill up space with white noise and risers and whatnot. Find it pretty necessary, in my personal opinion. Definitely need a better crash. I'll never understand effects on crashes. Thank you. So hopefully I don't get made fun of this. Oh, I prefer Serum. I was just doing Massive because that's what was requested. I was planning on doing Serum as well in this tutorial, but it's totally up to you guys. I mean, I don't want it to be too long. It's already been like an hour. But again, totally up to you guys. I'm going to throw Sound Goodizer on here. So cool fact for you, Sound Goodizer is actually just Maximus presets. So I know a lot of people talk crap on Sound Goodizer, but Maximus is great. Alright, let's get a switch up. That's actually flanger, but it does sound like chorus because it's there's a lot of delay on it, so it definitely has a similar effect. No. Just for fun. I chop patterns up a lot. Usually a lot more than this. Tom roll, huh? I can definitely show you how to make a tom roll. One of my personal favorites. I mean, one thing you can always do, there's always going to be samples out there, which I know I can do that as well, melody. We'll work on an intro. So like, there's a couple good ones right here. I usually make my own tom rolls though, so let's get into that. So toms should basically be, they're mixed very similar. Yeah, those samples are great. They're mixed very similar to snares minus the high end. They're mixed in like the 150 range, which you got to be careful with if they're playing with sub bass, because it can cause phase cancellation. This sample pack right here, Chocolate Chip Cookies Drum Kit, one of my favorite samples. It's also free. If you just Google it, it's on their website. They've got some solid samples. Use it a lot for their hats and crashes. Those literally all sound the exact same. I like that one. We just gotta trim it up. All right. So you usually want to stay in pitch to the track that you're making. So for example, I'm writing my track mostly in E. So you want to stay in E. I don't know what this original pitch is, which is always an issue, so I kind of have to do it by ear. They're usually written in thirds though. So you go to third beat. Nope. It's the chocolate chip cookies drum kit. Their kicks and snares are kind of super weak, as you can tell, I'm sure. They're just not for dubstep, but everything else is pretty solid. They even have like a bunch of Foley sounds. Good for intros. And their website has a ton of free samples, so I recommend checking that out. I don't know, it's similar to writing a melody, and it just takes... It's finicky. I don't know if you've heard my, both my songs, Cannons and Bipolar. They both have, I'll show you real quick actually. Right before the drop, just a super simple tom roll. Oh my god. It might have been this exact same sample, actually. Hey, thanks, man. It's a free download on Dirty Snatcher Promotions, if you're interested. Just something super simple like that can even... Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, a lot of the tom rolls mixing is very key, the mix down. I will for sure check it out after the stream. Predator on YouTube. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Anyway, back to the mix down. With mixing, I try to do as little additive mix down as possible. So subtractive, so you cut out the frequencies that you don't want, because boosting frequencies is usually just, you don't want to mess with it too much. But I just think of it as you just want to shape the sound that you need from the original sample. A little bit of compression to glue it together. Okay, intro biz. Let's do it. I usually actually start with the drop. I find it easier to create an intro from the drop, just for me personally. Sometimes I'll be like working on like some future track or something, and I'll turn that into a dubstep song. That's what happened with like Bipolar, for example. I usually start with I usually start with a drop. I can show you a bit of mastering as well. It's not gonna be a great master because I haven't touched the mix down very much, but I'll for sure just go over it. All right, let's get this intro going first. It's rare that I synthesize my intro leads, just because I like to save time, honestly. It totally just depends on how I'm feeling, though, and how much time I want to spend on it. This is, I don't know if you guys know who Fate is. He showed me this VST last night, and it has definitely been one of my favorites. Yeah, Tim has been a good friend of mine for a while. Him and I were in a crew together and whatnot. I can't either. I took like 3 months of piano lessons when I was like 10. Yeah, I just wing my melodies. I don't know music theory very well. I just totally wing it. Yeah, that's what I use for my MIDI controller as well. Okay, let me listen to the beginning of the drop real quick just to get an idea. Okay. So I like to take a melody from the drop. So for example, E, G, F minor, F. We'll take that, copy it, just so you have consistency throughout. Paste it. And I'll even just make an arpeggio out of it, because why not? Whoa. That's not what I wanted. Slower. I mean, we could go. That makes more sense. That default saw though. Oh, got it. There we go. Yeah, they are actually. They're just default presets. So I like to get highs and lows going at the same time. add another instance of ANA, which I assume stands for, oh, analog noise attack. There it is. Never mind. Let's get some 8-bit. That sick or what? We'll see if this is totally out of tune or not. What note did I start in? E. Already knew that. Wow, no. Definitely not. I apologize. Can work with that. Yes, sir. E5. Now my mouse is gone again. Not a bad idea at all. Let's do it. I'm just gonna use the loop. But a percussion fill instead. Okay. Okay, and then we need a, let's do this. What up, Tim? I see you. We have an impact after the fill. Could be pretty dope. Alright, let's get some impacts going at the beginning as well. Control L is to shortcut. Yeah, what Tim said. Alright, last thing. I don't know, do you guys have any requests at all? I could mix the drums, I could continue with the drop, up to you guys. Whoever's lurking. Alright, let's mix down the drums then. Oh, right, mastering. Okay, I'll do a super quick mix of the drums and then mastering, and then we'll call it. Alright, so kick, boost at 100. Really depends on the pitch of the kick, but 100. near the 100 range, and then up here at like 2700 for the clickiness. And then I compress it. Not too much though, or it'll get rid of all of the oomph. Snare, I believe, is around the 3000 range. And then 200. Basically, when I'm mixing, you just gotta make sure you got room. Every instrument has a spot in the mix, and they all need room for volume. So you just kind of have to sculpt the whole track so that each instrument has its own place in the mix. That's how I personally think of it. Anyway, reverb on the snare. So I like big boomy snares. And that's not the snare. So we'll put some reverb on the hats as well. Alright, mastering, let's do it.